Good morning, Bachman Middle School. Today is Thursday, December 1st. It is a B day, it is a band makeup day, and I am Mr. Strand with today's Tiger Talk. First up, today is Thankful Thursday. It's always fun to hear what students are thankful for in their lives, so this morning I went down to jazz band rehearsal, and I asked jazz band members, what are you thankful for? Here's what they had to say.
So one thing I'm thankful for is instruments and songs because I can play them.
I'm thankful for a roof over my head and food to eat.
Potatoes.
For sports, because it gives me something to do. I am thankful for my instrument because I can play smooth sax music. I'm good.
Thanks, jazz band. Next up, it's time for our word of the week. This week's word is affirmative. Affirmative means agreeing or consenting to a request or question. Affirmative, of course, means to say yes. For our final look at this word of the week, here is author Kwame Alexander. We have many of Kwame Alexander's books in the Bachman Media Center, including Booked, Solo, Becoming Muhammad Ali, and The Crossover. Here's a speech Kwame Alexander gave talking about the power of yes.
It's great to be able to say yes, but if you don't actually put in the work, then the yes is just a word. You see, the word creates the perception, but the work creates the reality. The inner dialogue you have with yourself saying yes is a way for you to prepare yourself for the reality, but you have to be able to put in the work. And so after college, I decided to put in the work. I decided I was going to publish my own book. And I had written 50 pages of a book, and it had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and I felt like it was the best thing I'd ever written. And I sent it to this editor, and she sent me an email back, and the email said, "Dear Kwame, thank you so much for writing this book. Unfortunately, it's not that good. And so we aren't going to publish it." And so I don't understand this because I'm a say yes person, but I'm being told no, and I don't get it because this is the best thing I've ever written. And so I go back one more time and I rewrite it, and now the book is 238 pages. I send it to her. But I send it to 18 other people. And I get 19 lovely emails, y'all. And the emails all say, "Dear Kwame, thank you so much for writing this book. Unfortunately, it's not that good." I woke up the next morning. My wife reminded me, "Kwame, you're a say yes person. How do you say yes to yourself and not let other people's no's define who you are?" And so in that moment, I decided to say yes, and I decided to publish the book myself. And a week later, I get an email. And the email is from a woman by the name of Margaret Ramo, and she says, "Dear Kwame, I work at a company called Houghton Mifflin Harcourt in Boston. I read your novel. I loved your novel. Everyone on my team loved your novel, and we would be honored to publish it." Here's what I know. The no's are a part of life. I think we got to learn to embrace the no's. They're going to happen. It's the way the universe works. But here's the cool thing. Once all the no's come to the party and they go home and they're exhausted, what's left? The yes. And how many yeses do you need? You just need one. Thank you.
So there you go, a valuable lesson from Kwame Alexander about never giving up. That's all for this week. We don't have school tomorrow. Tomorrow is a teacher grading day, so students do not have school. We'll see you next week with more Tiger Talk. Until then, have a great long weekend, and don't forget to build a snowman.